Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syami Fidaus bin Izham. My matric number is 2212287. And today I'm going to present about our project named Parcel Guard. So I'm going to briefly talk about introduction on how this project goes. So as we all know, at IIUM, the environment surrounding on campus deliveries is constantly evolving. Online shopping is becoming more and more popular, and the current system is finding it more difficult to efficiently handle the rising numbers of packets. So, in other words, there will be a lot of problems when students do online shopping more than before. So one of the problems is streamlined communication. The manual coordination and record keeping of the current system may result in misunderstanding and misplaced order. Second is delivery transparency, as it can be difficult to track and manage delivery schedules, which leave customers and runners unaware of the status of deliveries. Third is scalability. The inability of the current system to adjust as delivery demands increase could impede effective management. So, because of these problems, we suggest creating a new package delivery system in order to solve these issues and improve everyone's experience with campus delivery. This innovative system will give IIM delivery managers more efficiency, more transparency, and an intuitive platform. So, next is objectives of this project. The first one is to develop a secure parcel registration system as it creates a user-friendly platform for package couriers to securely register parcels, including recipient information, parcel, what is inside, and delivery preference. Second is implementation of a secure locker system with electronic to safely keep parcel until they are retrieved by the recipient using the unique access code. Uh, Third is implement parcel tracking features so that receivers can see the status and location of their shipments in real time to ensure transparency and accountability throughout the delivery process. Fourth is build user-friendly web and mobile application with simple navigation and instructions to help senders and receivers easily register, track, and manage their parcels. Next, to guarantee parcel delivery and user privacy, implement strong security measures such as sensitive data encryption, user authentication, and audit trails. Next, design the system to be highly resilient and flexible, able to handle a high rate of parcel deliveries while responding to changing requirements and user feedback over time. 7 point is contribute to improving campus security by lowering the chance of parcel theft or loss while also offering a secure and accountable parcel distribution system for students. Lastly, is to enable effective communication between parcel couriers and recipients by sending messages and alerts on parcel status updates, delivery confirmation, and other pertinent information. So the next part is software process model, and I'm going to pass this to our next presenter, Anas. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay, now I will explain about software process model. First block that we see is requirements gathering. We start by collecting what students need in a delivery system and identifying current pain points. Next, design the requirements. We turn this information into clear, actionable features for the upcoming sprint. The third one is construction or iteration. Our team then builds these features. Programmers code and designers create layouts, working together to bring functionalities to life. Then testing or known as quality assurance. Features undergo through testing to ensure they work they work smoothly and meet campus needs. After successful of testing, they come deployment. Features are released and become part of the live delivery system. Okay, lastly, we gather user feedback on the deployed features. This feedback inform the next round of requirement, ensuring continuous improvement. Okay, moving to the next slide. Okay, why we use Agile for campus parcel delivery system? First and foremost, Agile uses simple methodologies like Scrum or Kanban, promoting collaboration, communication, and also adaptability. Second, sustainability. Work is divided into manageable sprint, allowing for continuous improvement and adaptation. Okay, moving to the third point, transparency and feedback. Regular team meetings like daily stand-ups and sprint reviews foster a culture of continuous improvement. And then last but not least, customer satisfaction. Agile ensures frequent delivery of working software, allowing for stakeholder feedback and timely adjustment.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Danish Koyum bin Azmi and my matric number is 2310789. So I will present about use case diagram. The use case diagram attached in the slide is our parcel delivery system project use case diagram. So the actors for our use case diagram is recipient, is an individual who receives parcel, and then is sender, an individual who sends parcel. After that is courier, an individual responsible for depositing parcel. And then the use cases for our use case diagram is track parcel, which is allows tracking the status of a parcel. And then is register parcel, is allows registering a parcel into the system. After that, collect parcel, is allows recipient to collect their parcel. And then manage account, is manage user account. And then locker access is provides access to locker. And the last one is deposit parcel, is allows courier to deposit parcels into lockers. So the relationship in our use case diagram is include, which is the collect parcel use case includes the track parcel use case, indicating that tracking a parcel is a part of the process of collecting it. And then is the interaction of the sender is with the register parcel, and then the track parcel, which is via collect parcel include relationship. After that, recipient interacts with the collect parcel, track parcel, manage account, and locker access. And the last one is courier interacts with the deposit parcel and locker access. So this is our context diagram for our project. The entities for our context diagram is number 1 is students, number 2 courier, number 3 university administration, and number 4 parcel guide delivery system. The interaction for student is to parcel guide delivery system, which is registration as recipients and filling in parcel tracking ID, delivery instructions, etc. And then is from parcel guide delivery system is receive QR code, parcel and delivery confirmation, validation request as recipients. And then the courier is to parcel guide delivery system, which is parcel and delivery information, and then delivery instructions, locker access QR. And then is from parcel guide delivery system is delivery instructions, locker access QR, and posting parcel to specific location. And then for university administration is to parcel guide delivery system is system configuration setting and user access management. After that, from parcel guide delivery system is system performance reports and user activity logs. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Khalif bin Zakaria. My matric number is 2318591. So I will be explaining about our use case specification. So the name of our use case specification is the parcel redemption. The objective is to ensure that the parcel redeemed by the students safely. The user for the use case is the IIUM student. The trigger is students got a parcel to deliver. The frequency of use range from regular to occasional use depending on when they receive on an item. So the specification, we know that it must have the 5 stages. The first one is precondition, next is basic flow, the third one is alternate flow, and the fourth one exception flow, and lastly is the post condition. So for the precondition is the student and courier have to log into the system. Next, the courier has a parcel assigned for delivery, and lastly, the student have a number or ID for parcel tracking. Moving to the basic flow. So for the first step, the student logs into the system. So the system will validate and verify the user's credential. The second step, the student selects the option parcel tracking on the home page. So the system displays the page and asks for the number or ID for the parcel tracking. The third step, the student fills in the parcel tracking ID. So the system will validate the ID and check for the parcel. Step number 4, the system will display all the information about the parcel, including the live location of the parcel, the conditions, the courier's company, and estimated time stamp for parcel to deliver for the student. So step number 5, the student selects the option parcel drop place. So the system will display the page and request for which specific places that have been allocated in IIUM that the student wants the courier to drop their parcels. Step number 6, the student chooses their required place. So the system will receive the information and ask for the number of the lockers at the place that have been chosen. Step number 7, the student fills in the number of the locker. The system validates the numbers and checks the availability of the locker. So for the step number 8, the system will notify the parcel courier company. The step number 9, the courier delivered the parcel to the allocated locker, and the system will ask for the parcel details from the courier. So step number 10, the courier fills in the parcel details. So the system validates the detail and notify the student about their parcel arrival. In continuation, the system generates QR code for the locker access and sends it to the student through the app or via email. Step number 11, the student receives the QR code and access the locker. The system will verify the QR code and grant access to open the locker. So the last step is the student receive their parcel safely. And lastly, the system will record their completion. So moving to our alternate flow, is the change parcel drop off places. So for the first step, the student clicks the option change places. So the system asks for the users to fill in again their required places. The second step, the system asks for a new locker number. The third step, the student fills the locker's number and the system will validate the number. So the last step is if the number is valid, the system will notify the courier again. So moving to the exception flow, there is two exceptions. The first one is the invalid parcel tracking ID. So the first step for the invalid, the student enters incorrect parcel tracking ID. So the system detects the invalid ID and notifies the student to enter a correct parcel tracking ID. Second step, the student enters a correct parcel tracking ID. So the system verifies the parcel tracking ID. The last step, it will continue to step number 4 in the basic flow. So for the exception flow number 2 is the locker malfunction. So for the first step, the courier arrived at the locker but find it's malfunctioning. So the second step, the courier clicks the option report and issued the problem. And the system asks the courier for the current locker's number and asks the courier to enter a new locker number that is currently available at designated places. So the last step is the system will notify the student about the changes or drop parcel places. So lastly, for the use case specification, that is post conditions, the parcel status changed to have been delivered and the student received their parcels. That's all. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So let's go to the next part is activity diagram. So activity diagram illustrate the process of an IIUM student retrieving a parcel from a system. Actually, the diagram is divided into two swim lanes, which is IIM students and system, indicating the activities performed by student and the system respectively. So the first steps, we start from the process begin. The second is student request parcel details from counter, which is the student approach the counter to request information about their parcel. So the third step is counter enters parcel details, which is the counter staff enters the parcel details into the system. So the fourth step is system generates QR code and sends to counter. So the QR is the system process the parcel details and generates a QR code which is sent back to the counter. So the next step of the fifth, which is counter hands over QR code and locker info to the student, which is the mean is the counter staff provides the student with QR code and locker information. Okay, so next, students retrieve the parcel. So the next is student use the QR code and locker information to retrieve their parcel from the locker.
Okay, so the last is the process is complete. So next is swimlane. So for the system, before this I explained the student IOM. So now I will explain the system. So the first step is authenticate the student. So which is the system authenticates the students to ensure they have access parcel retrieve system. So the next step for the system is we choose select parcel tracking. We choose parcel tracking, and then the student select the parcel tracking option the system interface. So the next is system asks for parcel tracking ID. So the system prompts the student to enter their parcel tracking ID. So the fourth step is students enter tracking ID. So we enter the tracking ID lah. The student inputs their tracking ID into the system. Okay, so next is system check tracking ID. So the system check the tracking ID. The system verifies the tracking ID and then entered by the students. Okay, so next system displays the drop place option. Once the tracking ID is verified, the system shows possible local drop off for the location lah. Okay, so next the last step is student select parcel drop. Now which is the student select the parcel drop and then option the proceed with retrieving their parcel. So the student retrieve their parcel. So the conclusion here is the process is coordinate interaction between the IUM students and the system. The student initiates the process by requesting parcel details from the counter, and then which interacts with the system to generate QR code and local information. Hence, the student then use the information to retrieve their parcel from the designated locker. So throughout their process, the system ensure authentication and verifies parcel details to facilitate secure parcel retrieval. So this is from us. This is from our group. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.